Good morning, everybody. I made a video about the Knicks and the Rangers. Made two videos there. I want to preview Sunday's game between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. A game that it could go either way. First of all, the Jets got to win this to stay relevant. I mean, you got to win the next two. The Jets play the Colts after this, and then they have their bye. So you got two games. You got Arizona and you've got Indianapolis to play. My quick thoughts about this one is, first of all, one of the things that concerns me is the Jets can't stop running quarterbacks, and Kyler Murray is the best scrambler in the league, right there with Lamar. I think that's a matchup that's going to really be problematic for the Jets defense, which is of great concern. I think Arizona can move the ball on the ground, and the Jets have shown their pass defense isn't horrible. The pass rush is improved, especially with Reddick back, and Will McDonald's looking like he's a stud. But they can't stop the run. I think that Arizona's got one of the best lethal running attacks in the league, especially with Kyler Murray scrambling. That's going to be a problem. I think the Jets are going to struggle there. I expect them to struggle. Hopefully they prove me wrong. Again, to the pass defense, I think when Murray has to pass, I think they'll hold the passing attack for the most part. I think they'll hold them in check. We'll see. But the ground game of Arizona concerns me. As far as offense goes, the Jets just couldn't wait to get Mike Williams out the building, which I understand he hasn't been great, and Rodgers has called him out on his route running, which it shouldn't have done. I'm talking about Rodgers, especially if you're trying to be this leader, to get this team, fixed the way that you boasted you're going to do. You don't do that stuff. But anyways, I think as far as that's concerned, I would have kept Mike Williams in the building just for another capable body, just because of the fact that there's not a lot of depth here. There's not a lot of depth because once you get past Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, which on papers you can argue is the best receiving duo in the league, that should be an exciting duo to watch every Sunday. Devontae and Garrett, and Garrett's third in the league in receptions. He's doing his part, and Devontae looks like he finally maybe just kind of broke out of it and become accustomed to the Jets here, but with that game clinching grab he had against Houston last week. But Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, on paper, what a hell of a 1-2 punch on the outside. After that, a whole lot of nothing. Lazard's on IR. It was Xavier Gibson, Charles Newman, or whatever. And then the rookie, the who made that knucklehead play last week, dropping the ball before crossing the end zone, Malachi Corley. All of a sudden now he's your number three because you traded Mike Williams and Lazard's on the IR and you have a whole bunch of nothing. So Arizona's defense, if you find a way to lock down Garrett and Devontae, where's Rodgers going to go to? I mean, we're getting the starting offensive line back intact with Vera Tucker and Simpson, so that's good, I guess. Although Simpson's been Vera Tucker's just too damn injury prone, but they're supposed to be making their starts this week. We'll see. Yeah, obviously you're going to have to run the ball. Obviously, outside of Garrett and Devontae, the Jets really don't have a lot at receiver. I mean, again, starters, that's as good as anybody, but you need depth. And we'll see if Rodgers gets a clean pocket. We'll see if the offensive line holds a job. And get Garrett. I mean, playmakers are playmakers. Garrett's been a playmaker. He's been a bright spot in these last few years. He's been a shining light on what's been more typical Jet disaster. Devontae, you hope he steps up his game. Being the stud receiver he's been his whole career. We're gonna need to get Brees going. We're gonna need to get Braylon going. So it's going to be a healthy dose of mixing the run with the pass. I know it's stating the obvious, but any good offense, you don't want to over lean on the run, nor do you want to over lean on the pass. You got to balance. It got to be a balanced attack, and especially since you're down your depth at receiver, Maybe a little trickery, maybe a little, mix things up a little bit, but you're gonna have to. The offense is gonna have to do its job, and because like I said, I'm worried about the Arizona's running game controlling the clock a little bit. So it's going to come down to the offense. I think the offense needs to have ball control. They need to have a good game. They need to come up with a good game plan. Need to put the ball in the end zone. Obviously, Brees needs to get going. And like I said, Mixon. I mean, Garrett and Devontae should do their thing, but we'll see. I'm kind of rambling a little bit here, but I think if the Jets can play ball control, I think they'll be in good shape. If the offense goes 3-and-out and just doesn't do much, then it's going to be a long day because I don't think the Jet defense is going to be able to fully contain Arizona's running game. So we'll see what happens, and it's a toss up.